Welcome to AI Trend Talk.
I'm Isaac.
And I'm Alice. Today we're talking about extreme weather in Taiwan, a strong earthquake in Japan, World Cup eliminations, and a brewing political battle. Let's get started.
Yeah, so we have a lot to cover in this deep dive today. We are going to look at 5 big trending topics to help you practice your English.
Exactly. It is a great way to learn. And, well, we are starting with some really intense natural events happening right now.
Right, like the huge storm hitting Taiwan today, Typhoon Mekkhala.
Yeah, the heavy rain is causing some very serious issues.
Especially up in the north, right? Like
Yeah.
in Taipei's Neihu district and Nangang.
Yes. The sources say the Junri Flood Control Park was very close to overflowing today.
Oh, wow. That is scary.
It really is.
Huh?
I mean, normally these parks give the extra rainwater a safe place to go, but today it was almost totally full.
So the water had nowhere else to go.
Exactly. Many roads out there literally looked like muddy rivers.
That is incredible.
Yeah, and the muddy water even went directly into some local shops on the ground floor and caused damage.
So, I should pause right here for our first vocabulary word.
Please do.
The word is flood. It means a large amount of water covering an area that is usually dry.
That is a very useful word for today.
Yeah. Here is an example. The heavy rain caused a big flood in the city, making it very hard to drive.
Perfect. And, it is not just northern Taiwan dealing with this.
Right. The south is getting hit extremely hard, too.
Exactly. Down in Pingtung County, a place called Chinri Township got nearly 500 millimeters of rain.
Wait, 500 millimeters?
Yes, in a very short time.
Wow. I mean, we hear numbers like that on the news, but let's visualize it. That is half a meter of water falling straight from the sky.
It is a massive amount.
Yeah, if you were standing outside, that water comes all the way up to your knees. City drains just, they cannot swallow that much water fast enough.
So understandably, people are very worried. They're anxiously searching online for an app called Windy.
Ah, yes, the weather app.
Yeah, they want to check the live radar to stay safe. But, I mean, if you are already stuck inside your house, checking an app won't magically stop the storm.
Well, that is true.
So why are people obsessively refreshing their screens?
Think of it like checking a traffic GPS on your phone during rush hour.
Oh, how do you mean?
Like the GPS doesn't clear the cars off the road, right?
No, you're still stuck in the traffic jam.
Right. But it helps you navigate safely. It shows you the worst parts of the traffic.
I see. So the Windy app does the exact same thing for the typhoon.
Exactly. It doesn't stop the storm, but it shows you the path of the danger. It gives you a tiny feeling of control in an unpredictable situation.
That makes a lot of sense. Finding a safe path forward.
Yeah.
But speaking of unpredictable, the Earth can be just as surprising as the sky. Which brings us to our next topic.
Right. The strong earthquake in Japan this morning.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was a magnitude 6.9 earthquake in northeastern Japan.
That is a really big one. Where exactly did it happen?
The center was off the coast of Iwate Prefecture, at a depth of about 50 kilometers.
Oh, okay. So it was quite deep underwater.
Yes, but the shaking on land was intense. A place called Aomori felt a maximum intensity of 6+.
Oh, wow. It is good to understand the difference there.
Between magnitude and intensity.
Right. Magnitude is the total energy from deep underground, but intensity is how much the ground actually shakes right where you were standing.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. And an intensity of 6+ is severe. It makes it almost impossible to stay standing up.
That is terrifying. And there were real-world impacts today. The famous bullet trains, the Shinkansen, had stopped running for a short time.
Right. I read that the Tohoku, Akita, and Hokkaido lines were affected.
Yes. Also, some people got trapped in elevators, and at least 6 people were injured.
That is terrible. But was there a tsunami warning?
Fortunately, no. No tsunami warning today.
That is a huge relief.
It is. But I have a question about this. Why did this earthquake trend so highly here in Taiwan today?
Well, there is a very deep cultural and travel connection between Taiwan and Japan.
Oh, because Taiwanese people love traveling to Japan.
Yes, exactly. It is a top vacation spot. So when a disaster hits, people immediately search for the news.
They want to make sure their friends and family on vacation are safe.
That makes complete sense. We want to check the data to protect the people we care about.
Absolutely. Natural disasters can just abruptly stop our daily plans without any warning.
Yeah, everything just pauses.
But sometimes human events bring their own abrupt endings, like in the sports world.
Ah, yes. The heartbreak on the football pitch.
Right. Taiwanese fans are closely following the 2026 FIFA World Cup group stage right now.
Even though there are 48 teams competing this time, they don't all get to stay.
Exactly. The news today is about the first group of teams officially going home. Only 32 will survive and make it to the knockout stage.
Oh, wait. I should share our next vocabulary word right here.
Please do.
The word is eliminate. It means to remove someone from a competition because they lost.
Very clear. Can you give us an example?
Sure. Unfortunately, several teams were eliminated from the World Cup after losing their games.
Great example. And, well, some of those eliminated teams have really sad stories today.
Like who?
Well, Czechia lost 3-0 to Mexico. Qatar's journey has also come to an end.
Oh, that is tough.
But Haiti is the most heartbreaking.
Why is that?
Well, they waited half a century to return to the World Cup.
Wait, 50 whole years?
Exactly. Imagine grandfathers who watched the last game 50 years ago finally getting to watch it again with their grandchildren.
Oh, wow. That carries so much emotional weight for a whole nation.
Yes, but the global sports world is unforgiving. Their dream ended abruptly after losing to Brazil and Scotland.
That is rough. Sports can be so cruel sometimes.
Other teams like Turkey, Tunisia, Jordan, and Panama were also eliminated today.
You know, I have to ask, since Taiwan's national team isn't actually playing in this World Cup, why are local fans here so anxious about these standings?
That is a really good point. I think the World Cup just, goes beyond borders.
How do you mean?
Well, fans naturally adopt a favorite country, or they follow a specific player. They learn their history.
Ah, I see. So the global victories and eliminations feel deeply personal to them.
Exactly. You feel the pure joy and the sharp heartbreak right along with the team on the television screen.
It is a unique kind of global connection.
It really is. But sports have very clear rules. You win or you lose.
Right. The referee blows the whistle and the game is over.
Exactly. But now we are moving to a competition where the rules are entirely different and the game never truly ends.
Oh, you mean local politics?
Yes. Our next topic is about a well-known politician in Taiwan, Wang Ting-yu.
I have seen his name trending today. What is going on?
Well, a former political opponent named Chin Isin has publicly challenged him to another election battle.
Ah, okay. This is a perfect time for our final vocabulary word.
I agree. Let's hear it.
The word is rival. It means a person or group that you compete with.
Yes. And the example sentence.
The politician challenged his old rival to another election battle next year.
Perfect. So this rival, Chen Isin, is making a strategic move today.
Right. But why now? Did something specific happen to trigger this challenge?
Yes. According strictly to our sources, a recent scandal brought Wang's past controversies back into the public eye.
Oh, I see. What kind of scandal?
It involves a medical company boss, Chang Yushan of the Early Group. He was recently indicted.
I understand. And just to be clear to our listeners, we are completely impartial here. We are not taking sides at all.
Exactly. We're just reporting what the sources say to help you practice your English.
Right. We just want to convey the facts. But, this brings up a really engaging question about human behavior for me.
Ooh, what is that?
Well, how do past scandals and controversies actually affect a politician's future relationship with voters?
That is a tough one. I mean, it really becomes a massive test of public trust.
Exactly, because, voters often experience something called voter amnesia.
Voter amnesia.
Yeah.
Like they forget.
Right. They tend to forget older scandals as time passes and new issues come up. So when a rival intentionally digs up old news, it forces voters to evaluate the politician's character all over again.
It forces the voter to ask, do I still trust this person to lead my community?
Exactly. The rival uses the scandal to try and break that trust, and the politician has to fight to repair it.
It is a deeply emotional battle to win the voter's belief.
It really is.
Well, we have covered so much ground today in our deep dive.
We really have. Typhoons, earthquakes, the World Cup, and political polls.
There is an interesting connection between all of these topics.
Oh.
What is that? Well, whether we are checking the Windy app, or looking at earthquake alerts, or tracking football scores.
Or monitoring political numbers.
Yes, we are constantly looking for data. We want information to give us a sense of control in a very unpredictable world.
That is a fascinating thought. Data gives us a comforting illusion of control.
It does. If we know exactly how many millimeters of rain fell, we feel a little safer.
But data has a major limitation. It only tells us what is happening.
Right. It gives us the measurements, the facts on the ground.
Exactly. It tells us it rained 500 millimeters, or the team lost 3-0. But the data never tells us how to feel about it.
Oh, wow. That is so true. A number cannot capture the anxiety of a shop owner watching a flood.
Or the pure relief of hearing there is no tsunami.
Yeah, we use numbers to understand the world, but our human feelings are much more complex. No computer can calculate that.
That is something really great for our listeners to think about today. The numbers are just the beginning of the story.
I agree. And speaking of our listeners, it is time for the end of the show.
Here is your comment challenge for today. Which of today's topics do you care about the most? Have you ever experienced a crazy weather day, like the one in Taipei today? Let us know in the comments.
Yes, we really love reading your answers. It has been wonderful chatting with you today.
Absolutely. Keep practicing your English, keep asking questions, and we will see you in the next deep dive.
Stay safe out there in the rain. Goodbye.
Take care and see you next time.